Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry it's been a little while since I've been here. We have a lot of things happening in life right now. So I haven't forgotten about you guys. I miss you guys and I want to bring you a little bit of a different video today. Today I'm going to be talking about how to start a YouTube channel. So I have been doing YouTube for about 6 years. This channel has always been more of like a hobby channel for me where I just kind of post randomly whenever I have a spare minute because it is a mom channel. Life is always crazy with kids. You can't make a schedule and stick to that because that's just not how life works when you have kids. So this has always been a hobby channel for me, but I do have a second channel called Happy Holistic Life that I started maybe 3 years ago, I think, and there's about 40,000 subscribers there, if I remember. I haven't actually checked in a little while. But that channel is more of my main channel where I'm really focusing my content because I find that the audience is better there. It seems like there's more need for what I'm sharing there than for, you know, just kind of like some mom videos. There are plenty of mom channels on YouTube. So what I want to share with you today is how to start your own channel, not necessarily how to go big, how to be successful, how to make a ton of money, because I'm not huge. I'm not, you know, making a ton of money, but I do have a good following built and I do have a very loyal community, which I absolutely love. And I've literally become friends with so many of my followers virtually just by, you know, chatting with them through Instagram or through YouTube. So it's become a beautiful space for me. I've been able to share a lot of what's on my mind and a lot of topics that are near and dear to my heart with you guys and open up on both this platform and the other one. This platform specifically here, this mom channel that I've started, has been an incredible outlet and support, especially when I was going through postpartum depression or, you know, was pregnant with my third unexpectedly. There were so many times in my life where I needed the support from other moms, and this channel has been my saving grace. And I absolutely am so grateful for it. Even if it's just such a small little community, a little following, I'm so grateful for this platform. And so I just want to help some of you guys who've been asking, how do I start my own channel? How do I get started? How do I just get my foot in the YouTube door? And so that's what I'm going to be explaining today. The first thing that I want to say is find your niche, find what makes you you and use that. Don't copy other channels. There's sometimes when I was like, maybe they're doing this kind of video, maybe I should do this video as well. It won't be genuine and it won't work if you're kind of doing what other people are doing. What I have found is that YouTube is incredibly saturated, especially now more than ever. Social media and online and video content and photo content is the new business for everyone. For millennials especially, this is how people are trying to make their money. And so YouTube is incredibly saturated. There are so many people and so many of them doing the exact same thing. So you've got to find something that makes you you and makes you different. If you want to, you know, share, you know, farming life, if you are, you know, building a beautiful homestead and you want to share that, do it. If you're a baker, share it. If you are just a mom who's gone through hell and back with labor, share your experience. If you are a mom of twins, if you're a single mom, it doesn't matter what you are, share it, but share it in the way that makes people drawn to you and want to learn more about you. Every single one of us are unique, and you can be as, you know, socially or publicly awkward as possible and still do well on YouTube if you're authentic. People don't care about fancy backgrounds, fancy lighting. You know, at the end of the day, yes, it's visually appealing, and those channels that have incredible lighting and incredible editing usually tend to just grow really quickly because it becomes more of like a movie rather than just like a little video. But if you are trying to build a community and a loyal following and people who want to check out every video that you post and who are drawn to you, just be genuine. So don't feel like you need all this production, because you don't, and it's definitely not necessary to spend a ton of money on a fancy camera, fancy setup and all that if you don't have the money for it. If you do and you want to go rolling out with fancy, you know, videos, amazing, good for you. But don't feel like you have to. So that's the first thing, is just be genuine, make content that you want to make, don't make content that other people are doing because it seems like it's working. Hope that makes sense. And then the second thing is, don't feel like you need to put a ton of money into this, because you don't. Those are my first two tips. Once you have the channel, the type of content that you want to post kind of in your mind, and you don't need to think about every single video you'll ever post on your channel, just think about the first 5 or 10. What type of channel do you want? The second thing is, or the third thing is, coming up with a really cute name. It could literally be your name, like my channel is just Marla E Show, and that works well. But if you have a really fun, catchy name too, that can draw people in. It can be like, ooh, I want to check you out. And You know, it can be anything. You got to get creative. And if you're not creative, just use your name, because I'm not creative. Just use your name. But if you can come up with a cute, catchy title, go for it. So once you have your name down, you have the idea of the type of content you want to be sharing. The next step is to do it. This is the hardest part. And I have found when people ask me, how do I start a YouTube channel? And I tell them, they say, okay, I'm starting this week. And then they never do. And the reason is because when it gets to the point of sticking a camera in front of your face and starting to film, people feel awkward and they start thinking, oh, I'm not pretty enough, or I have too many freckles, or I have acne, or I seem so awkward in front of the camera. And they come up with a bunch of excuses to not post the videos that they film, and then their channel never starts. I want to promise you and tell you right now, there is not one channel, not one on YouTube that has not started off as awkward or a little uncomfortable. You always can go, if you go on YouTube and search someone's videos, you have the option to go from oldest to newest. Toggle that little setting and check out people's oldest videos on their channel. The lighting's terrible, they're awkward, they talk funny, they talk slow. It's just different because they're getting comfortable with talking to a camera. But then as you go through their videos, they get better and better. And so you're not gonna be any different. If you are a great public speaker, you're probably gonna roll out of this, doing really well, feeling really comfortable. But if you're not, that's fine. You're going to be uncomfortable, but it gets better and easier every single time you talk to a camera, I promise you. So pull out your iPhone. You don't even need to purchase a camera. You can film on the cell phone that you have. Film it horizontally. Put it on a cup, a plate, something that's high enough so that you can film and be in line with your camera and start talking away. Upload your video. That is it. It is simple. And the hardest part is just hitting the upload button. So when you're starting your YouTube channel and you have your first video, usually the first video you're posting, you want it to be what you kind of like the basis for your entire channel. If people watch the first video, you want them to understand what your channel is going to be like going forward, which is why I usually suggest making a welcoming video first. Start off by saying what people will expect on your channel, who you are, why you've started YouTube, anything that you think is relevant, anything that you think people actually want to know about you or your channel, share it. Post that video first and then call it welcome to my channel. You can actually pin this video at the very front page of your YouTube channel so that if people go and click your name, that's the first video that they'll see. Once you have that video, then start rolling out content. You do not need to promise every new content every Wednesday, new content 2 times a week. You don't need to promise anything. If you want to, that's totally fine. And it gives your audience a reminder of when to come back and visit your channel. But at the end of the day, you can post whenever you want because this is your channel. Don't go into this expecting money because I'm telling you right now, YouTube pays very, very little. If your channel goes viral overnight, you'll make a good amount of money. But for the most part, you're doing this because you want to make a community and reach people. If you get some money out of it, great, but don't expect it because you will be disappointed. I can promise you, even with 40,000 subscribers on my other channel, I make pennies. I don't even make enough to cover the time it takes to film and edit one video. So just to put that out there, to put things in perspective, every channel makes a different amount, but you don't want to expect money because it's probably not going to be what you're expecting. Also, YouTube has a new rule, and I believe it is that you need 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 views before you can monetize your channel. So before you're able to play ads on your videos and earn money. So the first 1,000 views or subscribers, the first 10,000 views, you're hustling for free. So also keep that in mind. YouTube, I find, is a better place to reach an audience if you have a service or a product that you want to push or sell, and it vibes with your channel. You're probably going to use your audience that you're collecting on YouTube. Instead of making money from YouTube, you're using an audience or growing a community to then be able to sell your product or your services. So your money will be coming from back end income. Again, whether you're selling t-shirts or you're selling a website building service, it doesn't matter what you're promoting. Usually you use YouTube to reach people so that they know you're selling something and you're making your money from what you're selling. I find that for most people, this is probably where the money is coming from. And that's why you see channels over time start developing after they've grown an audience and a loyal following. They start developing their own products, their own merch. They start coming up with content and things to sell because they now have an audience who are willing to put out the money because they've built a good connection. As YouTube's income can fluctuate like crazy, and don't go into it thinking this is gonna be your big big buck maker. I mean, it might, but don't expect it, because if it doesn't, you'll get really let down and you'll probably just stop filming, and then there goes your channel. So those are the biggest tips that I have for you. Is just one of the biggest is just start. You can take a pretty photo of yourself, make that your thumbnail. You don't even need a YouTube banner. Just make a thumbnail, name your channel, post your welcome video, and that's the starting point. And then from there, try to make it a goal to post 1 video a week or 2 videos a month, whatever's sustainable for you. Don't push yourself. Don't try to do vlogs every single day unless you know you're able to keep that up, because you will burn out and then you'll just drop YouTube altogether and lose all of that hard work that you put into it. So for me personally, my balance has been post when I have a minute. And I would love to be able to give you guys regular, consistent content, but at this point in my life, it's just not possible with 3 homeschool kids. I run 3 businesses, you know, it's just a lot. And so I say, oh, my kids are being quiet, let's go film a video. Sometimes I start filming a vlog for you guys, but then I forget to film the rest of the day because it just gets too crazy. So then I don't upload the vlog. So life gets in the way. And my niche on this channel, at least, is to target moms and share mom life and real and raw footage of life. And when I like shared, for example, my postpartum depression story, or my thoughts about being terrified to have more kids, things like that. This is content not that I'm trying to make money off of, but that I strictly want to share because I know I cannot be the only one feeling this way. So that's what this channel is about, and because that's my focus, I just post whenever I have a minute. My healthy channel has kind of turned into the same thing in the sense that I post when I have a minute because of life and kids, but definitely I'm a little bit more regular there than I am here. So those are my tips, guys. I hope they're going to be a little bit helpful. This isn't, again, how to make money on YouTube or how to go big on YouTube. There are a lot of channels out there telling you how to do that, so I would encourage you to go look at those kinds of channels. This is more just for mom to whoever's watching, probably another mom or dad, just telling you to go for it. If this is what you want to do it. There are a lot of opportunities that you can get through YouTube. The more subscribers you get, depending on what your niche or platform is, you will start getting companies reaching out, asking if they can share products on your channel, either for a fee, or they'll send you a bunch of product and you just include it in your video. So you'll start getting opportunities. It opens up, a door to potentially get some extra income in, or get, extra free product. It's nice for us now, full disclosure, I get a ton of supplements or health foods sent to me, just if I feature them in a YouTube video. Mostly actually it's coming through Instagram, but I do get some support, to feature things on YouTube. And it's great because a lot of supplements that I used to spend a lot of money on, I no longer have to. So there are definitely benefits and perks. And even if you're not making significant money from YouTube ads, you will still be getting, hopefully, products over time and endorsements or sponsorships from companies. Oh, it'll be so worth it. Just get your foot in the door and start with your welcome video, name, and thumbnail. And also think about the types of content you want to post on your channel. You also can go to your About tab on your YouTube channel and introduce yourself there as well. Talk about you, if you have any products to sell, link your social media, anything like that, and just draw people in. So if they're like, what is this channel about? They can learn about you through the About tab. That's all I have, guys. I really hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay genuine. I love you. Bye.